Welcome to Wave Entertainment. We are all about documenting South African stories. If you are new here, please consider subscribing so we can keep making more videos. It also helps our channel to grow. Now, without further ado, let's get started with this video. Zonke Dikana, simply known as Zonke, is a South African singer, songwriter and record producer. She was born in a township called KwaZakhele in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. Zonke comes from a musical family, which is how she discovered music at an early age and quickly sparked interest. Her father, Vuyisile Dikana, was a drummer for a group called Black Slave and the Flamingo, while her late stepmother, Annelien Malebo, was a singer for a musical band known as Joy. According to Zonke, she owes most of what she knows about the music today to her father. It was under his guidance that she learned the theory of music composition as well as the dynamics of the music industry. Her inspiration for success in the music industry and the business world is traceable to her father, who built and polished her on how to become a force to be reckoned with in a highly competitive industry. Zonke went to Masiphatisane High School in Motherwell. As a child, her dream to become an artist made her teachers at school slightly disappointed. However, their discouragement got her even more determined and inspired to become a creative force in the music industry. Before going fully into the music, Zonke obtained a degree in human resource management from the University of Bloemfontein in 1997. She made a distinctive entrance into the music landscape as her late stepmother, Annelien, who was the biggest mentor, introduced her to South African big stars such as Ringo, Joe Nina and Deborah Fraser. These artists engaged Zonke in either writing the music or in vocal activities. Zonke had her first big break when she wrote the song Africa, My Motherland for Jazz Canteen, a Germany-based band. The band later became known as Culture Clan after Zonke and the two rappers Mandla and Zo joined the band. In 2003, Culture Clan released an album titled Africa. It was released while they were still in Germany, and the album won Channel O and Metro FM awards. However, Zonke wanted to sail her own ship despite the success the group had seen. This led her to drop her album Solitary while in Germany. The album was released through Upper Street Records with distribution in Germany, Japan and in Italy in 2004. Zonke then came back to South Africa and signed with Kalawa Jazzmere Records. She started working on a second studio album and released two singles titled Ekhaya and Nomyange. In 2007, Kalawa Jazzmere Records released a second studio album, Life, Love and Music. In 2011, Zonke left Kalawa Jazzmere Records and signed with TMP Records, then started working on her next album, which was called Inner Earth. Preceding the album releases were two singles, Jikizindo and Feelings. Inner Earth was self-produced and released by TMP to critical acclaim. The album did very well commercially, going double platinum. Zamani Ketelo of Just Curious gave the album 8 out of 10, stating that overall the album was good and it deserves a place in everybody's music collection. During her time as a Kalawa Jazzmere Records artist, her genre of music was mostly house before switching to Afro Soul and Neo Soul after signing with TMP Records. After Inner Earth, she spent time working as a session vocalist on the Johannesburg music scene, recording tracks for promoting jingles and working as a backup singer for some famous artists. On October 2013, Zonke recorded a live album called Give and Take Live at the Lyric Theatre in Gold Reef City in Johannesburg. The album was released by Sony Music. The album achieved gold status within 2 months after its release. Give and Take won 2 album category awards at the South African Music Awards of that year. In 2014, Zonke's sister, Lulu Dikana, passed away. Following her death, Zonke started working on a 4th studio album, which was called Work of Art. Reach It and Meet Me in My Dreams, which was dedicated to her late sister, were released as lead singles prior to dropping the full album. In an interview with Katlego Mkhwanazi of Mail and Guardian, Zonke said that the album was inspired by everything that had happened to her. The album contained 13 songs and was released on 11 September 2015 by Sony Music. Work of Art was nominated for the Best Female Album and Best African Pop Album categories at the Metro FM Awards of that year. It was also nominated in 5 album categories in Summer Awards, where she ended up winning 1 award. On July 2016, Work of Art was certified platinum by the Recording Industry of South Africa. At the 2017 South African Afro Music Awards, she was nominated for 4 awards, where she ended up winning 1 for Best Afro Soul Album. Her 7th studio album, Living Out Various Emotions, aka Love, was released in 2018. It is a 9-track album featuring Questa on a song called Soul to Keep. The album features production from Zonke, Alex D, Samuel, and Herb Powers Jr. In April 2018, Zonke released the lead single, Tonight, which achieved platinum status. The album was certified gold with sales of over 25,000. Love was nominated for Album of the Year and Female Artist of the Year and won Best R&B at the 25th ceremony of South African Music Awards. In 2020, Zonke embarked on Zonke Evergreen Concert in February 19 in Cape Town. The tour included 10 dates that ran through to February 29. In October 2021, her single called Lady was released as a single from her 8th album called Enigma. On April 2022, she announced that her upcoming album, Enigma, were done and scheduled to be released in May of that year. Then, later that April, she released a single from the album called Oko. The song debuted #1 on South African music charts. In early 2023, Zonke announced via social media that she will be releasing a new album called Embo. Embo means origins in isiXhosa, a fitting title to the theme of the album, which is all about Zonke returning to her musical origins. The album celebrates Zonke's return and the rich experiences of the 1970s and 80s, a time when bands ruled and the music was live. One of the most intriguing things about the album release is that it was not made available on digital platforms but only available on CDs, USBs and vinyl. She said on social media, "As we all know, digital platforms are crowded and most people go there and drown because it is crowded. Even the best music drowns there. So I felt for this album, this is not the platform for me, but my old music will stay there. However, for this album, I just want to try new things, even if these things are old these days." One of the things that helps Zonke's music to gain acceptance in the industry is her lyrics and rhythm. She composes in a way that her listeners can quickly identify the message that she is passing across. Zonke's songs are widely sung and often played on TV and radio stations across the country, and some of them have been acknowledged with awards. Apart from writing for herself, she has also co-written songs for some of the most notable artists in the country, including Winnie Khumalo, the late R&B star TK, as well as legends like Oskido and Bongo Muffin. She has also performed alongside international musicians such as Lionel Richie. Her musical influences include Busi Mhlongo, Miriam Makeba, and Brenda Fassie. For Wave Entertainment, I am Kepitizi. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comment section which Zonke song is your favorite. And also let us know which other artists we should feature on this series. Until next time guys, stay